Fox 61 News at 10 starts now.
Right now at 10, a warm, rainy start to winter, hurting businesses that thrive in the cold. We're going to look at how one ski area in Connecticut is keeping the slopes open this season.
New details tonight about the man accused of stealing a police SUV and crashing it right into a diner. See what new body camera video shows happens after the cruiser was taken.
And one Connecticut town has purchased an apartment building that's been the source of crime and safety issues. We're going to tell you what's next for this Main Street building. But we begin at 10 with rain and mild temperatures, not exactly the best recipe for good skiing conditions. Good evening, I'm Jen Bernstein.
And I'm Ben Goldman. Thanks for joining us here at 10 tonight. It's a mild winter, and for many ski areas in the Northeast and even in Europe, with no big snowstorms in sight here in Connecticut, mountains have needed to adjust a bit. Fox 61's Gabby Molina joining us live at Mount Southington tonight to tell us how the ski season is going there. Gabby.
Well, Ben and Jen, I am not a huge skier, but I know that skiers and snowboarders do not want to see this, grass and mud. But the good news is that there is snow here at Mount Southington. They've been able to keep all of their trails open, though they do have to make some adjustments. For example, today they had a delayed opening because of the rain. Skiers and snowboarders look forward all year to being able to hit the slopes.
I like the feel of just going down the mountain and all the snow just coming up. And I think it's really pretty and cool.
But this season, there's been something missing.
More snow.
Another warm and wet day sums up this winter so far. Almost midway through January, Connecticut has yet to see much significant snow.
Right now, this rain we've been having should be snow, It's just too bad. It's really hard for these mountains, I'm sure, the whole Northeast is just, the weather patterns have totally changed.
So Mount Southington has had to adapt.
We've invested a lot of money into our snowmaking operation. We did a huge pump project a few years ago. Every year we get more energy efficient guns that are able to make more snow with higher temperatures.
With no snow falling from the sky, they're trying to push out as much of their own as they can. But they need the temperatures to cooperate.
Our plan is, as soon as we can, we're going to make some more snow. We are in southern New England, so we take whatever weather we get and we make the best of it.
Skiers and snowboarders are also trying to make the best of what the season has had to offer.
We've been trying to get outside and play, so one of the things we're excited about is being able to come here and have some snow, because we're not having it anywhere else. It's just rain every day.
And holding out hope that some real winter weather is on its way.
Hopefully winter shows up, in the next couple of weeks. So keep your fingers crossed and think snow.
Yeah, another piece of good news here for local ski mountains is that it's a holiday weekend, and that usually means good business for them. Also, I don't think there's much rain in the forecast for the next couple of days. Live in Southington, Gabby Molina, Fox 61 News.
Gabby, thank you very much. And as you were just hinting at there, our local ski mountains will have a small win this weekend, and it's the temperatures.
Yeah, let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank for a first look at the forecast. Hi, Rach.
Absolutely. I think anything is better than this. Today's high temperatures soaring in the 50s to right around 60 degrees. So we are going back to reality heading into this weekend with colder, more appropriate temperatures for this time of year, although I'm sure the mountains in Connecticut would just prefer if it snowed. Right now, we're looking at temperatures that are in the 30s, close to 40 at the Connecticut shoreline. And things are quiet. A lot of clouds out there right now, though, and there is some moisture offshore. We keep a lot of these clouds around this weekend with this storm kind of lurking nearby with a lot of moisture, too. And one change to the forecast may be that we have a little bit of freezing drizzle as we head into tomorrow morning. It's kind of a wild card at this point, so check in with meteorologist Sam Samperi tomorrow morning. Heading through the next 12 hours or so, though, you'll see temperatures drop back right around the 30-degree mark as we head towards daybreak. Again, there might be a little bit of patchy freezing drizzle to start off the day, maybe a flurry in spots. Otherwise, it's just a lot of clouds out there tomorrow with high temperatures climbing into the mid-30s as we head through the afternoon. That sounds cold after today, but it really is just a return to average. I think it's brighter for the second half of the weekend on Sunday, and that offshore storm getting really close to bringing snow in eastern Connecticut, but we have the forecast dry for now. We'll talk about it and take a look at your full weekend forecast and what's ahead for next week coming up.
Okay, Rachel, thank you very much. Well, new details tonight about the man accused of stealing a Bristol police SUV before crashing it into a diner.
The Office of the Inspector General did release a report today along with body camera footage showing the moment the suspect drove off in the cruiser, followed by an officer firing shots. Fox 61's Carmen Chow's in Bristol tonight with the latest.
Somebody thought they could do this to my property and then think they can get away with it.
Catherine Ryan owns this building. She says her family built it in the 50s and never did she think a crime like this would happen in her town. The damage is a result of an investigation involving multiple districts Thursday afternoon. According to the Inspector General report, Bristol officers were initially investigating a carjacking at knife point that took place in Farmington. It was later learned the suspect, a 39-year-old Jimmy Shoemaker Gonzalez, was responsible for another carjacking in Hartford. Bristol officers found the stolen vehicle abandoned by Shoemaker Gonzalez, who tried to run from police, eventually jumping into a Bristol police cruiser. Body camera footage released Friday shows that very moment.
Bristol, he's got a cop car.
You then see multiple officers telling the suspect to get out of the car.
Get out of the park! Get out of the park!
The video shows Shoemaker Gonzalez driving off, and Bristol officer Seth Petzing shoots at the cruiser, one of the bullets hitting the suspect in the leg. Minutes later, surveillance footage from a pizza shop shows Gonzalez speeding down the street in the cruiser, eventually crashing into Palma's Diner. A man telling Fox 61 Thursday he was just 20 feet away when this happened.
And all of a sudden I heard a big bang with the restaurant next door, the diner.
Shoemaker Gonzalez is currently in the hospital. The prosecutor read his long list of charges.
Obviously, a lengthy criminal history, very serious allegations in this case.
The judge setting his bond at $500,000.
Outrageous. This needs to stop. You got to stop giving people a slap on the wrist for crimes that they're committing.
Gonzalez is expected to be arraigned again in 2 weeks. As for this diner here, they tell me they don't know when they will reopen. Reporting in Bristol, Carmen Chow, Fox 61 News.
Carmen, thank you very much. Well, 2 Waterbury teens are facing several charges tonight after being accused of going on a crime spree. Police say it started on Chicory Drive in Wolcott around 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon. They allegedly pointed a gun at a woman and stole her car while it was running in her driveway. They drove into Waterbury and tried to carjack someone else, according to police. Police eventually caught the 16 and 14-year-olds after they crashed into a police cruiser and another car at an intersection.
West Hartford police are looking for your help in finding the driver of a car that hit and killed an elderly woman last month. Officers say they're looking for a car similar to the one on your screen now, a 2010 and 2015 GMC Terrain. They say the car has front-end damage and could be lightly colored. That crash happened near the intersection of Boulevard and Whiting Lane back on December 20th. 89-year-old Eugenia Yerzovsky of West Hartford died in that crash. Anyone with information should call West Hartford Police.
Tonight, police are investigating a drive-by shooting that happened in East Hartford. It happened this morning on Cloverdale Drive. Police say someone in a car shot at another car, shattering the car's windshield. No one was injured.
Also in East Hartford and new at 10 tonight, the town has purchased an apartment building it says has been the source of crime and safety issues on Main Street. A spokesperson for the mayor says East Hartford has purchased Church Corners Inn. The building is 110 years old, and the town is also worried about health issues, panhandling, and other disruptions along that section of Main Street. This here is a video from a shooting inside back in November. People living inside of it will be relocated before the inside is gutted and redeveloped into new housing.
And new at 10, a former recreational swim coach will spend 25 years in prison for taking pictures of girls inside of a locker room at Plainville High School. Connecticut's U.S. attorney says 52-year-old Kyle Fasold pleaded guilty to 2 child pornography charges back in September. Investigators say between 2017 and 2020, he secretly recorded at least 36 girls as well as adult women. He did that in a locker room and at a bathroom at Plainville High School, as well as a bathroom in his home. Fasold edited the videos to create hundreds of pictures of the victims' private areas and then uploaded them to the dark web.
Well, a raccoon found in Mystic is now tested positive for rabies tonight. It was found on Whitney Road today. Rabies is a deadly disease that Ledge Light Health District is reminding you tonight to avoid feeding or approaching any wild animal.
State lawmakers are trying to make housing more affordable as rent prices and evictions are rising across the nation. State Senator Gary Winfield introduced a bill to cap annual rent increases and ban no-fault evictions. Right now, Connecticut has no cap on price hikes, and only residents 62 and older are protected from no-fault evictions.
It's an issue that people are experiencing. It's a real issue in Connecticut. You don't wake up and find out you have nowhere to live, basically. These things seem pretty reasonable, and I think it's a conversation the General Assembly should be engaged in.
Well, the Connecticut Fair Housing Center says in the last 2 years, rent is up 20%, and the state is seeing a record high number of evictions.